You know? As if the bus situation couldn't get any worse. It did. It finally happened. Tonight. I was on a bus full of crazies. More specifically, 2 out of their mind cuckoos. And one driver that's new, that also seems to be a little cuckoo. That's what it was tonight. That's what it was. I feel sorry for that girl right now that's on there. She's probably the most mature out of it. The guy that's trying to help the driver out, yeah, I'll give him credit, he's trying to help out, but he's even cuckoo. I mean, okay. So I should have known something was up. When I board the bus, the guy that's trying to help this guy with the route is eating chips. And then what really should have sold me, was the fact that I decided to stop. Now look, there's a bus stop right in front of the Regal Turlock Theaters. That's where you pick people up. That's where I was picked up when I went to go see, after I saw My Little Pony the movie. That's where I was picked up. Okay? So get this, okay? Get this. Instead of stopping there, he decides, the driver, I want the instructions of this whacked out, I don't know how to describe him. I mean, he obviously knows the route to help the guy out, but even he's a little whack job. Like I said, even he's a whack job. Like, directionally, he knows what things are, but even he's a little cuckoo. You know, it's like, how do I describe this? Okay? So, instead of stopping at the regular bus stop in front of the Turlock Theater, what does this guy do? At the behest of this guy that's giving him instructions, let's stop in front of the Sonics, which is not even near the bus stop in front of the theater. Let's stop at the Sonic and spend, 15, 20 minutes getting a freaking bunch of burgers. In the middle of a shift. That's like me saying, you know what? I'm towards the end of my shift. I'm going to wait and I'm going to do a late lunch while I'm still on the clock. You can't do that. And if they think that bus company isn't going to find out, they are wrong as shit. They are wrong as shit, because they will find out. If it ain't from me, it's from everybody else. They will find out. They have cameras on that bus. Do they not realize they have cameras on that bus? In and outside. Do they not realize they will review what they see and they basically bring that guy into the office and say, what the hell were you thinking? Because they will. And the guy. Okay. The guy. I gotta be careful right now. So, anyway though. The guy. Hold on for a sec. I'll try to cross here. They got Newman police over at the Newman Foods. Apparently it got robbed at gunpoint, about 50 minutes ago. There are police there, obviously trying to get some answers, some kind of, ask questions and stuff, as you could probably see. But anyway, to get back on topic here, the guy, basically, get this. So, like I said, the stop, the normal stop is in front of the Sherlock Theater, right? The guy that is instructing him on the route, who you could definitely tell is, as I mentioned, a few screws loose, but obviously just enough mentality to be able to direct the guy. And like I said, the driver might have a few screws loose too. Maybe he drank a little bit. It seemed like it. Because he was doing this with his face, his hands. He was doing this, rubbing his face down, basically showing that he's tired. Why would you have somebody that's tired? Why would you have somebody that's tired, if you will, driving a bus and taking instructions from somebody that's a few envelopes short, if you will, few envelopes short, of being eligible for postal sendage, if you will. Why would you listen to somebody like that? That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for you. It doesn't make sense for anybody. But apparently that's what he did. And at the behest of this guy, he decides to stop at the Sonic's, like I said, that's not even near the bus stop, and get a couple of burgers, get something to eat. And then they see me, I'm still sitting in there while I'm waiting for these three to get the food. The other two, the bus driver and the other passenger get back in, they're still waiting. And the guy that's doing the direction, if you will, everything, he's just waving his hands up and down after he's ordered, I guess. I don't know if it's after it's ordered or something. Obviously it was. But he's his hands up and down like whoop-de-doo, 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 just waving them up and down like cuckoo, 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 cuckoo. That's what it seemed like. And if that's not enough, the guy then decides to come up to me after he finally gets back on the bus with the food, and he gives me a five saying, please don't complain, don't file a complaint. You think a $5 bill is going to shut me up? It's going to shut anybody up from not complaining about bullshit like that? You dead wrong. Hey, I'll take the 5, because mentally up here, you ain't right. This is why buses, when they do this free rides for a week, for a month or whatever, they need to put restrictions. They need to say, yes, there are free rides, but only if you are not intoxicated. Only if you are not a little out there. They need to make some restrictions. And ironically, it's a full moon tonight, as you can tell. Well, just about a full moon. That definitely means a bunch of cuckoos are out and about. There's no doubt about that. There's a bunch of cuckoos out and about tonight. No doubt about it. It is just annoying that this kind of stuff happens. And it shouldn't happen. And this was probably the worst of them all. I mean, the lady that was new and was driving at night and was pretty much scared of driving at night, that didn't know the route, in which I basically got off on Amy and Driscoll and said, screw this, I'm just going to walk all the way home or something like that. And then I'm just gonna walk home and all that from where I was. Yeah, she was bad. That was bad. But at least she didn't have no whacked out people on the bus. Me, this how on the other hand was a whack job. And this is nonsense. This is just BS bullshit. BS bullshit that needs to end. I mean, even like I said, the bus driver felt like he was a few screws loose of a complete set. It just gets me so frustrated. It gets me so angry. I mean, I, like others, depend on the bus to get me from point A to point B and back again. I do not need the driver of the bus, to not be all there himself. I mean, get this. Okay, so we get into Patterson, and he goes past the Hartley turn, the turn on Las Palmas and Hartley. He misses that turn, goes all the way up to the Valero gas station. He goes all the way up to there, and then, I don't know why they did this. I guess they thought somebody was there or whatever, or they just... Again, this was just proof that he was not all there. And I have visual proof, and you will see that. Probably before this video or afterwards. But so get this. He parks on the side, right? Near the Valero. Then he decides he's gonna back up. He decides he's gonna turn, basically take up most of the street, back up like he's a freaking forklift, and then turn back around to go back to get onto Hartley. All because he wasn't fucking paying attention, and he was just talking away with this guy that was giving him instructions. Again, a guy that obviously was also a few bolts loose of a complete set. This was crazy. And again, to top it all off, they decide in the middle of a shift to stop at Sonic's to get something to eat. And the way he was driving at times, look, yeah, some of the bus drivers, depending on who they are, they do drive the buses fast. I'm not saying they don't. But this guy was driving it almost, not just fast, but almost like all over the place. And like I said earlier, yeah, it looked like he was tired. And maybe that's why he wanted to stop at Sonic. Maybe he allowed to stop at Sonic's to have it. I don't know. But still, this is just the dumbest thing, the stupidest thing that has ever happened with me when it comes to the buses, with anybody as far as I'm concerned. And this needs to stop now. And I will file a fucking complaint. I will file a fucking complaint because I am not dealing with this shit anymore. They need to get their act together, once and for all. And if they're going to send somebody like this person out on a night shift, on the last shift of the route or whatever for the service of the night, they need to make sure they have someone that's there that's going to help train them. Because this is BS. Pure BS at the highest level. And I'll tell you this, when I tell my mom in just a few moments, whoo, even she would not be happy. Because she used to drive a dial-a-ride bus. And I think occasionally she was taught to drive the big ones. And even she knows you do not allow crazies on the bus. And most importantly, you don't take instructions from them either. I don't know. This is crazy, man. This is crazy, but I'm home now, guys. I'm gonna get inside now, and I will talk to you later. But yeah, this is BS. This is bullshit that happened tonight. And I pray to God. I thank God I got home safe. But I pray to God this never happens again.